Recent big news around the net. Twitch streamers furious at Burger King. The whole thing revolves around a bot on Twitch that reads out messages from fans during a stream. It's designed so viewers, in exchange for a small donation, can ask their favorite streamers questions or comments on how they're playing. Burger King, though, has been using it to advertise its latest offers. This is not okay, in all bold and bigger font size. Okay, seems like every other video I see has an opposite view contrary to me. I guess my opinion would be very controversial. My opinion is like everyone else's, just my own. This is based on my life experience. My first web presence was back in 1994. Yes, I had a website with the HTML tag blink. I know it was awful. I even had a morph of my image into a skeleton. Good old days where it seemed magical. I had a donation button. And this was way before PayPal. I can't even recall which provider it was. All I can say is, the first donation I got with the message brought a tear to my eyes. I was flabbergasted. Fast forward to year 2020, I spend a lot of time, effort and money to create these videos. I do it because of the love of it. If you watch it, well, that is reward enough. If you like it, oh, thank you so much. If you leave a comment to feed the YouTube algorithm, oh, you are a star. If you subscribe, well, given enough subscription, I can even get a custom URL. And even more subscribers, heck, YouTube might even give me some money. So hell, you're a superstar. Even if you give me a dislike and explain to me why, I would be appreciative. I'm not bound by any dogma, and if you can logically convince me that my reasoning is wrong, I would definitely switch side. But in any case, I would be grateful. Do you know why? Because you didn't have to. The most important resource any of us have, from the richest person to the poorest, something none of us can truly buy, and that is time. You choose to spend your time watching my content. You have already spent the most valuable commodity known to watch silly old me and what I have to say. Heck yes, I'm honored. You did something you didn't have to, and I'm truly, honestly, beyond the shadow of any doubt, grateful for it. If I ever get to put up a Patreon link and get someone to actually donate, I'm not kidding, I would be blown away. Call me old school. Back to these Twitch streamers. If you have a bloody text-to-speech system where you can't even be bothered to acknowledge the person who donated to you personally, well, screw you. You can go to freaking hell. A bunch of streamers took off in Twitter complaining how it is unprofessional. Do you know what unprofessional is? Well, it's about being a nice person. If you donate to me, the least I can do is show appreciation. Having an automated system doesn't cut for me. I did launch an unsuccessful Kickstarter for a flight simulator utility, and one of the perks was that you'd get to show your own banner when the utility launches. However, I did add some conditions which meant I could choose to decline it. That is it. If you say that you're going to read out whatever someone gives you, provided that you get some money for it, well, then you have no excuse. Granted that the other person is at fault as well, but you're the one enabled it. Service providers get around this problem the same way I did, by choosing to decline. But the moment you have an automated system set up by yourself, you are accepting everything. I'm not a lawyer, and I'm sure they will have a field day with it. But as far as I understand, there's a difference between endorsement and fact. For example, if I say PS5 has a CPU speed of n GHz, doesn't mean I'm endorsing. Similarly, even if I say you can get a Burger King Whopper for n pound, it is not endorsement. Now you may think it's scummy, and yes, maybe it is. I don't want to go down into whataboutism. Neither do I follow the concept of, well, they asked for it, especially when it comes to sexual harassment. But in this case, they asked for it. I will say whatever you want me to say, provided you give me some money. I will say any racist shit. I will spout out any nonsense, because all I care about is the money and cannot be bothered to see what I'm saying. And it is your fault for putting bad words in my mouth, and it's not my responsibility in any shape or form. Yeah, sure. That's it, my ranting is done. Maybe it's because I'm such an old guy that I appreciate people's generosity and not take every goodwill as if I deserve it. If you've enjoyed it, or hell, do whatever you want to. But if you did watch it all the way through, I do wholeheartedly appreciate it. You spent your time hearing me talk. You gave me your attention. That is reward enough. Have a safe day. Signing off.
We are one people, and we, like you, we are one tribe.